Hello friends, good evening. Today I am on 17th September, exit a day before the Odoo 19 launch, and I am capturing this tutorial for specifically inventory valuation changes. So now I have the GitHub code and I have launched Odoo 19 over here on my local machine, and then let's run both the cases how inventory valuation will make changes in our routine accounting in Odoo with periodic and perpetual setups. So to identify very clearly, we will just rename our company. So company 1 will measure its whole stock with periodic method, and then company 2 will value the stock at perpetual method, and then we will run one after another both the cases and see how Odoo will reflect all the entries and what benefits we are going to get from these major updates. So I am into company 1 periodic, and then we have everything I think set, warehouse is set, and let's jump to the chart of account where we will see the settings which we need to apply. So first setting is we have to create stock valuation is already there, and then we have maybe let's rename it to stock purchase expenses, and then I will create a new expense account with stock variations account. The type is purchase, and then inside my current asset you will see these two settings we need to configure. So one is expense account, which is our stock purchase account, which is coming from company setting, and then variation account I will configure the new variation account over here under current asset settings. And then in my general accounting configuration, what I will do, I will set the periodic, and then the valuation will be periodic, and then manual periodicity I would like to pass the entry. Daily and monthly will create the automated action, and then I would like to create a FIFO valuation method. Okay, let it be. And then stock valuation account is standard and inventory valuation journal is standard, and I am saving these settings. I am done with my configurations, and then if I run any report, this is valuation variation report, and then this is my P&L and balance sheet report. Everything is blank right now, and then I will create a product category like new setup category, where I have defined like new setup periodic setting. So that's it. If you go to standard and perpetual, then you will see price difference account. We will talk that later. And in terms of periodic, there is no valuation will be passed, but if manually we will do, then only periodic valuation will capture its part. And then I will create one new product 1, name it periodic, and I would like to track an inventory. So the category and everything is set. It is, let's see, FIFO. And then when I am creating any purchase order from my new vendor 1, and let's buy 10 units at $100 each, and then I'm going to receive those items. So during received, definitely because it's manual, you will not see any impact anywhere in your balance sheet. Neither you will see any impact on P&L, but over here you will find the report which will show you the ending balance, which is exactly $1,000 because I received those, and this variation will be there because I haven't passed any purchase expense, neither valuation. So this is where you will find the valuation review report from review menu, which is new. You will check that over here. And then once I go here in PO and then create a bill and confirm, at that time the purchase expense will be recorded for all those purchase items, and then the report will remain same over here because I haven't passed any valuation entry, neither I have passed any expense entry, and nothing is there. So that's why it is showing stock variation. As soon as I generate the entry, then it will create the stock purchase expense credit with stock valuation, that is 1000. So it is credit and it is 1000. So if I generate an entry, it will definitely settle down my entry with stock purchase expense 1000 credit and stock valuation, that is 1000 over here. So that is how we can see a draft entry over here. I haven't passed anything yet. So even with draft entry, now you can see stock valuation will register 1000 over here, and then the counterpart account, the it will stock purchase expense will be registered here. So that's how, if I go in my journal entry, this is in draft. So as soon as I create this entry, now inside my Odoo accounting, I can clearly see my valuation of 1000 over here because I have created those entries. And then in my profit and loss, you can see stock purchase expenses got 0, nullified. So let's check our accounting setting. So current asset, and this is expense account which is taken from the company, and this is stock variation account which we have kept over here. So this is how now you can see the purchase expense account has been nullified and valuation has been created. Now if I go to review, you can see no stock variation. You can see a clear $1000 opening balance and $1000 of closing balance. Now let's say I am selling this item now to a customer, and then I am selling 5 units at $200 each, and then I am creating a delivery done. And over here now, if I see my report, the balance sheet will keep showing me $1000, but in terms of my review report, now you can see the valuation has been credited with 500 against stock purchase debited 500. So it is going to reverse those entry now, because now stock has gone down and my final stock will be valued at 500 because I will left with only 5 unit at $100 each. So as soon as I generate the entry, now you can see stock valuation credited and stock purchase expense debited. So at that time, now you can see a real expense entry, and then your profit and loss account will show you stock purchase expense over here, and then your balance sheet will reflect only $500 of stock valuation which is left. Now if you keep purchasing the same item, let's say I am buying 5 units at 150 each, I confirm the order and I simply receive. And then if I check my review report, so over here, now you can see the stock now will be initial balance 500, then more 750 units I just inverted, so ending balance is 1250, and then stock purchase expense should be credited over here and stock valuation should be debited by 750, that is 5 unit 150 each. And that's how I can generate an entry, but I will not. I will simply go and then just create a bill right now and pass on this entry. Nothing will change over here. Okay, stock variation will be there, but before passing any variation and entry, I will sell again, let's say 6 unit from my stock, and I will deliver done. So now how it will show us the stock. So now you can see the stock is valuation is showing, the $100 of variation. Why? My ending stock is definitely 750 minus 150 because that is gone with another 5 unit, and then 600 is the remaining balance. Initial balance is still 500 because I haven't passed any adjustment entry previously. And then only the difference entry will be there, which is 100 to register, the difference only. So that's how now you can see the previously in manual accounting you have to measure these and pass manual journal entry, but this way Odoo will automatically generate a stock variation entry and show you the correct ending balance, because till now you can see stock valuation was 500, neither 750 added, neither 600 went out because of purchase and sales transaction. Now let's say if I am passing this entry, then what Odoo will do, Odoo will register only $100 of purchase expense and stock valuation difference of 100 over here. And then if I run my review report again, I will have 600 starting balance and 600 ending balance. So you can clearly see the current, balance according to your inventory. So if you go to inventory and then let's see inventory stock report, you have 600 value worth of stock, which is reflecting correctly in your account after this thing. And in profit and loss also, you can see your total expenses booked are 1150 only, no revenue because I haven't generated any customer invoice. So if I go here and create the final invoice, I will create two separate invoice, and then I will just say confirm entries, then it will pass my income entries over here like sales income for both, and then my profit and loss account will start reflecting my sales, and then general expenses. So over here now you can see with periodic, even you can see the real value of stock with this particular way of working. Now let's move to the second company and start working on how perpetual accounting will work. So in my accounting now, what I will do, I will again set, everything is set like current asset, and over here Odoo says like variation account is only needed when you use continental, means periodic. So I am not setting anything right now. And then let's change our inventory valuation master over here to perpetual with, let's say, average costing, and then my valuation will go to inventory valuation account, and my journal will be inventory valuation. So this is how now I have configured my base Odoo with perpetual accounting. And then let's run, because now in accounting you can see there is nothing, no balances, no profit and loss. And let's create an inventory category for us. So I'm creating perpetual category with this setup, and then create one product like perpetual one, track the inventory, and then let's make our first purchase. So this is almost similar with Anglo-Saxon accounting. Over here I am buying 10 units at 100 each. So now let's create an inventory, like warehouse for us. So I am creating company 2 warehouse, and then I can make my purchase, so stock can be delivered over there. So in my perpetual, I am buying 10 at 100 each and confirming the order and receiving. So as soon as I receive, let's see our perpetual accounting methodology. Now nothing has been registered over here right now. no variation, but you can only see the ending stock which is coming inside our stock. Okay, because over here, when I register my bill, at that time only the system is going to register inventory valuation in my perpetual accounting way. So over here, now you can see initial balance will be shown once I register the vendor bill. So over here also, if I try to use the variation account, then it will show the variation, but I haven't used till now. So you can see now with the bill only, I can see inventory valuation account hit over here. No expenses registered. It is similar like our Anglo-Saxon accounting. Now, as soon as I am registering a sales for that perpetual product where I have 10 units, I am just selling off 2 units right now, and then I am going to deliver it. And then if I see my review report of inventory valuation, 1000 was initially there, it is still showing me 1000, and ending stock is 800, but I haven't because it is going out now. The variation is still there, but it is not showing because I haven't configured the account over there in my chart of accounts. And then it will not register any entry because of missing account. And then in my balance sheet also, you can see 1000 is there, and you can see in profit and loss, nothing has been registered over here. So as soon as I am creating my invoice in Odoo, just like Anglo-Saxon, now you can see inventory valuation credit entry, and then this miscellaneous expenses debit entry, which is my normal stock purchase account entry, which will be there. And as soon as I refresh my P&L, now you can see $400 dollar of revenue minus this expense entry. So to make it a little bit correct, let me just do like this expense account. What was that? So miscellaneous expense log, I will say stock purchase account, and then let me move this to cost of revenue account. So what I will do, I will just change this expense account so it is also part of cost of good, but I am just changing the type over here, cost of revenue. And then if I run, then it will show over here, cost of revenue. Now, let's say what we will do, we will just create a tweak and then create a new cost of revenue account, and then give it a name, stock variations account. And then I will put under my configuration, even with perpetual account over here, with stock variation. So you will wonder how system will start behaving with this. So as soon as I run my valuation report, now because it has registered the inventory valuation also, and everything seems correct. And if I create a new purchase order for the same item, so I'm buying again perpetual 1, 2 more units at 110 each. I confirm the order and I receive. So stock valuation, if I generate, so you can see initial balance is 800 because it is not registering any valuation entry at the moment, and ending stock has increased by 220, 110 each. I buy 2 more units, and you can see this entry over here with the updated cost also. And in my balance sheet, it is also showing 800 only. So now let's say if I am even passing where I want to generate any variation, it is still not showing anywhere here. Okay, so now if I, let's say, go and create my vendor bill and confirm this, Odoo will pass the valuation, and then my report will come correct with 1020 and 1020 ending balance. So it is how you can see the balances are matching. Now what happens is if I'm registering any new sales, let's say, and then selling this perpetual one, I have maybe 10 units on hand. I am selling 3 units at 200 each and then delivering those items. So inside my stock valuation, now you will see the update over here, which you can see 1020 is initial balance and ending stock is 714. Now let's see in the chart of account under my the inventory valuation account. Once I configure stock variation account and then rerun this review report, now you can find the difference entry in perpetual also. So this is how now you can see even perpetual you can find the variation entry, and you will wonder like inventory valuation should be credit because of difference, because I have delivered those items and which is going out from stock and my ending balance is 714. So it will create stock variation entry over here if I generate the entry. So as soon as I generate entry, system will pass that and fix my variation also. Now let's see in my balance sheet, I will see updated inventory valuation and profit and loss also with stock variation entry. Okay, so this is how Odoo will register your entry. Okay. Now let's say if you are creating your regular invoice, then system will again generate inventory valuation credit. That is the correct entry right now. So if you run your profit and loss, now you can see you have registered with your income also, and then stock purchase also from that invoice. So let's see my invoice. So stock purchase account debit, and then you can see net off. So if I go again into review, now system will ask to reverse those entry. Now stock variation will credit and inventory valuation will debit correctly because I have generated my customer invoice. And then if I fix this, then it will match 408 with 408 of ending balance. So maybe this is a trick you can see where you can find input output type of account entry, which is a difference entry, which is showing you if inventory is debit, then definitely you are pending bills. If inventory is credit, means you are pending with your customer invoice. And now it is fixed. And then if you run your report in P&L, now variation will be 0, and then your stock purchase will show you the correct amount, and then your balance sheet will also show you the right valuation over here. So this is how I think we will be receiving the major changes in Odoo 19 with periodic and perpetual account settings. Hope this primary setup will help many people to launch their Odoo 19 instance with whatever the valuation method they would like to choose with. If you have any queries, please reach out to me on my LinkedIn, YouTube, or email. I will look forward to version 19 final release and see a lot more videos with many more accounting and inventory topics. Thank you guys. Have a good day.